This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hello, everybody. I am Mitch English.
I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash. Today's trends, tomorrow's talk.
So glad to have you here.
Yes. Look at our incredible crew behind the cameras.
Aren't they? They're working hard just for you.
They are.
And we got them because we had coupons.
There
you
it
go.
is.
Now you can look at them.
They look like they're robbing or smuggling something.
Which is good to have because at least we have something extra in the morning. I got an update for you. Do you remember? I'm not sure if you heard this, but Hurricane Milton went through the Tampa and Orlando area, and this dog.
I know what you're gonna say.
This dog is a gorgeous dog. It looks like the Target dog. Is that type? I don't know what that's called.
Yes, I know what you're
so imagine the Target dog.
Bull Terrier or something?
Bull Terrier,
Bull Terrier,
thank you.
yeah.
So somebody on the side of the highway had put this dog and just tied it up to a fence next to the highway. And a state trooper was driving by, just happened to notice it.
And the water was rising.
The water was rising up on this dog. Well, Governor DeSantis even heard about this because the troopers' cameras picked it up. And he said, listen, we're going to go after anybody that abuses animals. We're going to go after the full extent of the law. Well, they have found the owner of that dog. It's a 23-year-old dude. He has been arrested for aggravated assault, which is a felony, and he faces 5 years in prison for this. The good news is the dog, whose now name is called Trooper. I thought that was neat, is with a foster family doing okay. Leon County Humane Society had made sure that he was okay.
Yeah.
But when you see this, to do that to an animal, first off, and in a matter of time, it would have drowned.
It would have.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
And just to leave it there, at least there's so many other things you could have done.
Yes.
And it was still a bad thing. Just let it go would have been one, but to tie it up to a fence.
To almost ensure that it would have drowned and died.
So
that outraged so many people. And I will say, in the state of Florida, they take animal cruelty very seriously, and there are felony charges. Animal cruelty is a felony offense in this state.
5 years this guy faces. So think about that. And if you get a pet, think about what you're going to do with it if something like this happens. I
will say, in the time that I've lived here in Florida and experiencing as many hurricanes as I've had, and I know you have too, the accommodations they've made for pet owners just in the last 10 years has been incredible. Because I know, especially
even
with
hotels,
these last two hurricanes, the hotels have said, hey, if you've got pets, we're waiving our pet policy. People are open to making sure that you and your pets are safe from the storm.
So keep that in the plan. Remember, they remember your family.
They are.
You wouldn't do that to your kid. Well,
depends. Which one? Well, you got to pick one.
Could be
you
one.
have to pick one.
Yeah, you gotta pick one.
No, I'm just joking.
Police say a 10-year-old boy in Minneapolis is in trouble for taking the family car out.
Here's
for
a kid I put to
joyride.
defense.
This kid needs a talking to. He crashed into a playground. Surveillance video, you can see this right here, from the scene, shows the car barrel through the park as kids play nearby. Parents appear to be in shock before rushing to get their children out of harm's way. Thankfully, no one was seriously hurt. The 10-year-old was booked on assault charges. Investigators say he's been busted for several auto-related crimes.
That's crazy.
Within the last year, he's 10 years old.
It's scary, and I think that there's obviously an issue here that a lesson has not been learned if it's the third time, fourth time, or wherever. He said multiple, so we don't know. And where are the parents when this happens, which is the first question everybody asks. But think about this. Had he killed somebody, the insurance would have been, the parents would have been responsible. So if you have to put a blame on somebody, you go, listen, the insurance company thinks if your car hits one of these kids, that the insurance policy holder is responsible, then you are basically that parent. You're held responsible for that. Plus, that's the law with the kids anyway.
Yeah. I mean, does he think because he's 10 he can just get away with it because there's no punishment?
That's the point. Is like, why hasn't this kid learned repercussions?
If they took the keys, it'd be pretty impressive if he hotwired it, though.
I give him that. I mean, he's got a career with that.
Okay,
but
well, I mean, that's ambitious, yes.
it is scary. And, and if you think about it, it doesn't take too much now with video games and that sort of thing to figure out how to do stuff.
There was a story about a young, I think she was also 10 or 11 years old, but she took the family car and it was at sunrise. She got the car because she wanted to go get a Frappuccino at Target.
How old was she?
She was like 10 or 11.
Wow.
Well, they started bougie early.
Driving to Target to go do some shopping and grab a Frappuccino. I'm not
I'm
mad at that
because I get it.
There you go.
James?
You could put him to work early. Just
put him to work.
Yes.
DoorDash, Uber Eats.
There you go. I love it.
Let's
go.
We're doing the scene with Doreen. That's coming up.